Hello, everybody. I am Medium Kim on Sunday afternoon. Thank you for joining on this video today. It is, I think, an important video. I want to address some fears that came up around the mass exodus, but I also want to address the power of this community. So first, as far as the information about mass exodus, realize we've been in mass exodus for a while. Plants, animals are going extinct. This is not news, right? The reason I was told this information by those three angels is because they were letting me know what my job is, how I'm going to help. Now, all of us that are in this community, well, really all of us on Earth, it's hard to believe that all of us would fit into this category, but this is the way we are here. We didn't want to miss this. This is a very important time. And I believe that it was the brave spiritual warriors who came down, who wanted to be here, not miss this. Whether we die young or live to be 150, we didn't want to miss it, okay? It's a big time. It's a big shift on Earth. We're here to support Earth. This is it's a more than the universe. It's whatever is bigger than the universe. It's galactic. You know, what's happening is known by all the galaxies. So please don't have fear around the Exodus. This is about how we can help others. I was shown my job, but we all have jobs, and some of those jobs are to bring light. And how can you channel spirit? You channel light through your words, your deeds, your kindness, your smile. I mean, it could be as simple as that, uplifting others. I also believe that this community is really powerful, okay? And also very knowledgeable, not only politically, but spiritual knowledge. Now, I know mediums around the world. I know mystics, and I lived in Oregon for 21 years. That's a pretty well-developed spiritual community. But I still feel that this community has more knowledge, maybe not as long study. I mean, I know people who have been a practicing medium for 30, 40 years. Now, maybe I don't see that in this community, but still, the knowledge and the support that we can offer the world, really. This is a big power source here, you guys. So just know that we all have a job. Now, what I see with readings lately is our oversoul, has a job. We may not know what the job is, but let's see. I often see this. If we are, for instance, a flower deliverer, we deliver bouquets of flowers. Our oversoul sees every time we deliver a bouquet of flowers, we are sending joy, okay? Even if we make the bouquet and it brings us joy, that joy that we feel and the joy that others feel rises up in our soul and our consciousness, and then that spreads around the world. That's an important job. Sending joy is a really important job. We all have these. We may not understand how important the little things are that we do on Earth. The little things add up to be the big things, okay? And when we transition, I feel very strong. It's the little things that we're going to say, oh, wow, I did that. I did something nice. I gave $2 to a homeless person or whatever it is. The little things are the things we're going to look back and see how that act helps somebody, and then that helps somebody else and helps somebody else. So, and then our oversoul also, it spreads around the world. So we are powerful. Please believe it. I see it, and I also see the evolvement in especially the last 2 years, but really over 4 years or 5. So just know we are amazing, you guys. It's like we have a little Atlantis or a little Lemuria here, honestly. And we're the Atlantis before it went dark. So, it's the Atlanteans that chose to rebel against the dark that became the Lemurians that ended up, or some of them ended up in the Mount Shasta area. So that's the way I understand it. I could be off on all this, but this is the way I understand it. All right, I want to talk a little bit about Saint Germaine as well. And because we can use some of the Saint Germaine decrees to help the world. So this morning, as I was meditating, Saint Germaine, the way I see objectively, in other words, I see outside of my mind sometimes spirits, and I maybe not exactly like I see you and me, obviously not that detailed, but it's a feeling and a sense that there was Saint Germaine right there. Am I to the right, a little in front of me to the right? And he also showed up in Mount Shasta. Now I've been talking to Saint Germaine for, I don't know, 15 years perhaps. I use some of the decrees of Saint Germaine. I use in this book here, the violet flame. And what I say before I meditate, or as I'm beginning to meditate, I say 3 times, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light from ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Help me keep my temple free from all discourse sent to me, for I am calling forth violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. So that's what I say. But we can say things for the world. And as simple as, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity of God's desire. The thing about the violet flame, it transmutes negative, it transmutes trauma, and it transmutes past karma, past lives. So, and also we can become, if you're imagining the violet flame around you, your aura will be very violet, and it's beautiful. Why not? Why not? But we can also say something like this. Now, by the way, Violet Flame by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. I got this on Amazon years ago. It was less than $10. I don't know how much it is today. Okay, but anyway, we can say Earth is a planet of violet fire. Earth is the purity God desires. Imagine everybody in this community saying that every morning. Just that simple 2 lines. Earth is a planet of violet fire. Earth is the purity of God's desire. If we all said that, imagine that transmutation that we can provide Earth. You can also say New York City is a being of violet fire, or is a city of violet fire. New York City is the purity God desires. So that, I love, there's a lot of little decrees in here. Saint Germaine showed up at Mount Shasta in our circle with Danny, Gail, and myself. And he also was very active at Mount Shasta. I don't really know the backstory on that, but it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I see him all, I mean, he's with me a lot. I know, because I talk to him. I call him in every day. But now here's a picture of Saint Germaine. Now I'm going to read this. This actually, I didn't actually get this in Mount Shasta, but it was made in Mount Shasta. Okay, the Count Saint Germaine, known as the Wonder Man of Europe in the 1700s. He looked the same for 100 years. I think he lived to be like 150. He spoke every language, traveled by thought, fed the poor, and worked for peace. He took his body into light, which means ascended, and now works with humanity mostly from the light realms. He precipitated this photograph into the hands of Godfrey Ray King. So there you go. Isn't that great? He's a handsome man. Of course, if you're going to live to be 150, or I think it was 145, better be handsome, right? So that's Saint Germaine. And again, the world is a being of violet fire. The world is the purity of God's desire. Let's maybe imagine that together. All right, is there anything else I want to say? No, but I will say I have a lot of little videos I want to do. I've got some stories and I might do those right away here, but I'm sending you guys much love and blessings. And please know you have a lot of power. We are here in the goodness, in the protection of Earth, and in the rising up of humanity. Okay, we are important. All of us are important. Whether we decide to transition today, tomorrow, or in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, there's a reason. We've been planning this for a long, long time. This is a big deal. We need each other. We need each other now. So, blessings, sending you much love and light. Namaste.